All right, Last of Us episode 4 is out. And I'm gonna say episode 1, I got a lot of grief about how they're trying to push
The message.
but this episode, let me tell you, this episode they went hard on the message. Like, damn. Like we see all kinds of shit in this episode. We see all the gay pride stuff in the city, which makes no sense because it's like a why oh my it was so ridiculous because they're walking through the city and then they're like, "What is that? Why is that gay flag there? What's that flag?" I hate it when they force it into the story because it's not in the story.
No,
The
my whole
show
thing,
is trying to push
I
their
don't have a
message.
problem with that because I know how liberal Seattle is, but I don't know if that because there is a little section of Seattle that is like that, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know if
I
it but
understand,
I don't
but
know if it
not
was like
here.
that in two hold on, but I don't know if it was like that in 2003 when this supposedly took place. When the outbreak took place, because if it didn't happen in 2000, if it wasn't like that in 2003, it shouldn't be like that in the show. That's an issue of continuity where they fucked up. Because yeah, that if that's the case, if it wasn't like that in 2003 and they have it like that now, then yeah, that would be a
The message.
Well,
because
they are
they're
fucking
not
definitely pushing this.
following everything the way they had been. You know what is what's worse? What's more embarrassing and is the writing because the worst part of this show was that stupid ass fucking love scene where it goes, "Hey, I'm immune. Hey, I'm pregnant."
Let us fuck.
That is so goddamn stupid and inorganic.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I don't understand where they're going with this show. I hate it at this point. I used to really like it. First season was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But this season has just done a swan dive right into the fucking concrete. This is ridiculous. And if you make me continue watching this,
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. You gonna bring the demons out of me?
Like
yeah,
before that happened, whenever she tells her, "Hey, I'm immune," and she's scared to death, right? She's like scared to death. She doesn't know to believe her or what. And then all of a sudden they bone. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Out of nowhere, she's like, "I'm pregnant," and then bone me. I'm just like, oh,
I'm a virgin.
Not for long.
the whole scene is completely inorganic, as I said. It does not flow. That is not how people would react. Whoever wrote this is a fucking idiot. I didn't look at the credits and see who wrote this one. The director, fucking idiot. Because why would you let this go on? You can read the script, you can tell that that is not how people act. It's so bad, it's fucking insulting to the audience. It should be, at least.
but what about after they're done? In the morning they wake up. You have no questions for Ellie. What do you mean you're fucking immune? You have no questions at all. You're just like, I'm gonna be a daddy.
Douche chill.
What do you
Probably
mean?
the dumbest fucking line in the whole show, in the whole series, I would say. I'm gonna be a dad. No, fucking Jesse's gonna be a dad.
Yeah, Jesse's gonna be the dad. You're not gonna be the fucking dad.
Any reasonable person that was in Dina's shoes, after they've hooked up with one fucking person, that person one time, and then is saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be a parent to your unborn baby." That is grounds to fucking run screaming. Well, kill the motherfucker and then run screaming because that person is unstable.
I
Th-
love Dina's comment though as well when she was like talking about her mom. My mom said,
I told my mother I like boys and I like girls. And she said, no, you like boys.
"You know, I'm gonna be myself. I'm just gonna be myself, and I like women. I'm just gonna
It
like
it's
women."
always
Just,
comes
yeah.
back to the gay bashing with you. I don't understand it.
Well, I mean,
It's
everything was so unnatural. Like even her
yeah, it
saying that
was.
was so unnatural, and they're so
It
forced into the episode.
yeah, this like I said, whoever wrote this is a fucking idiot. And then the morning after, that was stupid. The way that fucking Bella Ramsey just kept pawing at her, I'm like, oh my God, that's not how people act. And it's like she was afraid to touch her or something. I don't know what it was. It was weird. It was just fucking weird. And normally, hey, I'm all for a fucking hot lesbian scene. Pretty much they've established, because I was waiting. I was waiting for Jeffrey Wright, because big fan, completely underutilized. You introduce him, you take away the only star that the show had, and then you bring another semi-star. He's not a huge name, but people recognize him. And then he's barely fucking in it. There's just no reason for me to stick around.
Well, we
God,
finally
it's
figured
so
out who killed the Scar people. You know, it's Isaac and his crew.
Yeah, they're so keen on their not fucking killing an unarmed person,
Yeah.
which is what Abby said that he taught them, but they continually do it.
After the opening, we go 11 years later, and we see Isaac torturing one of the people with a scar on their cheek. And he's talking about fucking pans. I'm like, where are we going with this? And it finally pans over to the guy he's torturing.
Okay, again, which this scene makes no fucking sense. We haven't had true civilization for what, 20 something years at this point?
Yeah,
25 maybe. Okay, where the hell is he getting the natural gas from? There's nobody been fucking drilling for it and pumping it out of the goddamn ground. I'm pretty sure the resources would have run out in 20 goddamn years.
It's my illusion.
This show is pissing me off so much now.
Why do we got to see the guys completely naked? Like, dude, just sitting there completely naked, dick and balls out. I'm just like, so it's okay to show dick and balls, but it's not okay to show tits. You know what I mean? Like,
Because Druckmann is scared of titties, but
He loves the cock.
that guitar scene from Ellie, that's what I was talking about. When Dina is sitting there listening to her, I'm just like, shut up. She's like crying. Like, it is not that fucking good. It was horrible.
No,
She
it was
ruined that
horrible.
song. She ruined it.
Indeed, I can't stand Take on Me anymore. And Aha should fucking sue this production for the irreparable harm that they've done to their brand. And why? Why have that? I guess it's obviously from the fucking game. It just, that kills the momentum of this episode. It's just brought everything to a screeching halt. It shouldn't have been there.
It was so long too. God.
Yeah. It just felt out of place. And like even the whole horde that they run into, that wasn't enough to save this. That didn't even give this episode a lift, because that was so
No, it was horrible.
asinine.
It was asinine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fucking stupid.
They're running from the fucking wolves, go down in a hole. Okay, well, the wolves all run around the other way to catch them from the other side. Just go back up the way you fucking came.
Yeah, I know, Zach. Just go back to where you fucking came. Because, like, you hear all the clickers, and Dina's like counting her finger how many different ones, right? She gets to 5, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta get out of here. But instead of going back the way they came, they get in the fucking bus and almost die. You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah,
like, why not
and-
go back the way you came?
And like, okay, Dina doesn't have enough upper body strength to pull herself up out through the top hatch, but yet she's gonna pull Ellie through the fucking top hatch.
But yet, Ellie, in that one scene, she strangles that guy, right? So that she grabs that guy, strangles him, when Dina shoots him, but she whipped his ass. Like, she just manhandled that dude.
Which all
Like
he
her
had
what?
to do is
Like-
just flop backwards, and then she's done.
Flop backwards or just fucking throw her over his shoulder. 'Cause it's
Or
coming
run
down.
into a fucking wall. Oh, another thing that fucking didn't make a lick of fucking sense. Okay, these goddamn zombie things, they can hear, because that's the whole thing. You got to be quiet so they don't find you. Well, they're running across the top of this fucking train. Those dumb things aren't going to notice that.
They're
They're
yeah,
going to
that or
wait
whenever-
until after they've jumped in a clearing. No. It's stupid. Everything about this, that's why I said this show this is the pinnacle fucking episode. If you keep on from watching this shit from here, you're stupid. That's all there is to it. And God have mercy on your soul if you make me keep watching this.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Can you feel the tension? I can. I can feel it down in my plums.
All right, that is The Last of Us. What are they doing to this show? I don't understand how they can make it so horrible. But yet they made the second game, so I don't know why I'm shocked. So if you like this episode, I'm sorry that you like this episode. I feel for you.
This is a lack of intelligence if you actually enjoyed this. Because it doesn't flow. It makes no sense. This is insulting.
From the great Trevor. All right, peace out, guys.